We are going to spotlight all of this hypocrisy. Every last one of you folks on the Republican side of the aisle, on the MAGA side of the aisle, that had no problem with Texas redistricting, yet have a massive problem with Virginia redistricting. We're going to spotlight all of this hypocrisy.
The voters have spoken. Virginia passed its referendum and successfully responded to Trump and the GOP's attempt to hijack literally the midterm elections. And in her unwavering commitment to entertain us, Lara Trump decided to give us her opinion on the Virginia referendum. And this is what she had to say.
They want to do is anything but fair. They're trying to put their thumb on the scales. This is a naked power grab by the Democrats.
And Lara Trump clearly doesn't know this, but the internet remembers. And more specifically, it remembers that she said this about the Texas redistricting efforts, which, by the way, the Texas legislature forced down Texans' gullet without a referendum. But this is what Lara Trump had to say.
This is something that is necessary for a state like Texas right now. It is mid-decade, but Texas has had an influx of nearly 500,000 voters in the past couple of years, so it is time.
So that was okay? And Lara, if new voters' influx is a justifier, then Virginia is twice as justified, since it has had an influx of 137,000 new voters in the last couple of years in a state that counts less than a third of the voters in Texas. And I don't know about you, but I didn't hear Lara complain when Texas did it, or when North Carolina did it, or when Missouri did it, or when Utah tried to do it. And I certainly didn't hear her complain when her father-in-law mandated that red states redraw their congressional maps. All of that apparently was okay. So remember, Lara, you can't complain when the first salvo was ordered by the guy you call daddy. Kind of like it happened in Iran, but that's a story for another time.
And then there are people like David Harris Jr., who asks, how is this fair that Virginia gets to redistrict, but loved it when Texas redistricted and they got rid of Jasmine Crockett's seat? Anyone besides me okay with this woman not getting reelected? Or Benny Johnson, who cheered on the Texas redistricting, saying that this is unreal. Well, you're right about that, Benny. It's unreal that you guys still haven't learned to stop picking fights you can't win. A whole bunch of us were making content when Donald Trump was pushing Texas to redistrict mid-decade, saying, don't do this. You guys have two states that are populous, Florida and Texas. Otherwise, you got a bunch of states with nobody in them. We have California, Illinois, Virginia, New York. You don't want to go down this road. And what did you do? You went down this road, and you all cheered Texas doing it. And you cheered Texas doing it without letting the voters have a say. The state legislature pushed it through without a single ballot referendum. Virginia did it by allowing the voters to decide. California did it by allowing the voters to decide. And you guys are all up in your fields. Well, stop picking fights you can't fucking win.